We're just excited about all the program success.
We want to do what we need to do.
Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Coach E Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's soccer coach Emmanuel Alvatula. And Emmanuel, you guys have gone through your preseason training this last week. Talk about the preparation for the season and kind of what you've seen from your girls.
Yeah, it's been a great preseason, right? We came in, had a week to prepare. I felt like the girls came in a lot more prepared this year. And obviously we're deep, so that helps with competition. So, coming in already fit allows us to be able to do more stuff. So we had 2 preseason games. First one was not too good for us. We played a game 3 days into preseason. Probably not the smartest decision I've ever made as a coach, but we learned from it. And then we finished up with Capier. We had a good showing there. So now we're just trying to get ready for the game opener against Lincoln.
And you mentioned a lot of depth on your team this year, a bunch of players, a bunch of different positions. Having that depth, how does that help you heading into 2024?
Oh, this is the best thing that happened to me as a coach, right? With the depth, it's allowed us to, to be competitive in every position, and also, with the depth, it allows us to not have to play people 90 minutes, right? We can give people rest. I mean, for the first time since coaching here, my starters, I think in the last preseason game we played 20 minutes, and I was like, I've seen enough. Let's get the new players some time so we can see what they can do as well. So that's pretty good for me as a coach to see that, not only are we deep, but we're also very competitive as well.
And with that depth you talk about, obviously a lot of competition at a lot of different positions. Talk about some players who maybe kind of surprised you this camp or had really big showings that are going to impact the team this year.
Yeah, I will say the incoming freshmen they've surprised me. Right? With freshmen, you never really know what you're going to get, right? Your transition from high school to college, the game is a little faster, but they've come in here and I feel like they have been able to jump in right away and just being able to adapt very quickly to the speed of the game and the way we want to play. Just to see them come in and just be able to slide in right away in what we're trying to do.
And obviously, we've seen a lot of the veterans this year. Mary DeFonso going into her senior year, Talon DiBartolo her senior year. Talk about those girls and kind of how they're leading the charge heading into 2024.
Yeah, I was looking at our starting lineup from last year's season opening. We returned seven players from that starting lineup, and then the crazy thing is this year it's just like, wow, we just gotten so much better, right? So the depth we have coming back, I mean, with like you said, with the experience of not only Mary and Holbein and Talon, we bring back 2 of our starting defensive players, and then we add in a few more talented defensive players that are pushing to start right away, So I think that the depth has really helped us, and also with the veterans coming in will also help us as we're trying to push for a good run this year.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's soccer coach Emmanuel Alvatula. And Emmanuel, you guys start the year the same way you did in 2023, this time on the road against Lincoln. Talk about this first matchup and kind of what you're seeing from a school you're very familiar with.
Again, I tell the girls we don't want to put a lot of stock into the first game, but they understand the assignment. I mean, it is a place that I was at for 6 years prior to coming here. They came here last year. We were at home. We were comfortable here. We were able to get a 2-0 win then. Now we go to a hostile environment, right? I tell them I think I'm going to be the most hated person on campus that day. So, but we'll be ready. We'll be ready. They are ready for the game. There's been a lot of drawing back and forth between my, he used to be my assistant coach here, back and forth between both of us. So we'll be ready, and I think that we should have a good showing on Friday.
And looking at these first 2 preseason games as a whole, you have Lincoln this week, and then you go to play Malone. Talk about how these 2 games are going to prepare you for what you're going to see here in conference play.
Definitely. I mean, Lincoln's game is always going to help us with the pace. I mean, they're going to be a fast, physical team, so that's going to help us as we face a team like State and the team that are very fast and physical in our conference. And Malone is just, they're a team that just they play simple, right? They play the game, they keep the ball, it's like playing like our West Liberty and our Fairmont State. So both games we're playing, it's scheduled by design, right? Just to get us ready for the pace and also get us ready for physicality and a team that hold the ball well and possess it well.
And finally, for you as a coach, what are some of your goals for your team for this first time out, just getting back on the field and getting this season started?
Well, we feel last year that we underperformed, so we want to get out the gate. We want to start the game out the gate real strong. This is mirroring last year's schedule, right? The only changes, I think, Point Park replace Notre Dame, which they'll be the same quality of team, maybe a little bit better. So we want to redo, right? It's exactly the same schedule. We want to redo. We feel like we didn't do as well as we can. So now it's like, hey, listen, you have a whole new year to redo the same as our schedule and see, did we get better? And if not, we got to figure out how we continue to get better.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck on Friday. Can't wait to see you out there.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
We want to do what we need to do.
Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.